Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing a collective Bath& Body Works haul for the summer 2025 SAS. I have a lot of bags, but that's just because I went to a few different stores. And while I still feel like I haven't found, well, actually, I take that back. I feel like I did find something that I was looking for specifically for my sister. And then she, at that same store, found an item that she passed on last SAS, so during the winter time. And I believe it was at this store. I guess they had some left over. But okay, let me go on to the first little bag. This was an in-store purchase. I went, what day is today? Saturday, June 28th. On the 27th, I believe we went to Bath and Body Works, and they're already out of the Billy the Duck bags. So, okay, in this little bag, I wanted to go to Walmart because I needed some planting supplies. I bought that, and there is a Bath and Body Works right by there. And so when we went into the store, they only had one 75% off section. I believe this was the day after, no, the day before the single wicks went down to 75% off. And in the section, they did have some car refill. Is it called car refills? The things that you put in the little scent pods. I'm blanking. Car fragrance refills. And so I have one that I haven't put in my car for a while. I mainly use it as decoration. Long story short, I had an oil change or a tire rotation and I never put it back, so I need to get to that. But I figured since that one's pretty old, let me go ahead and change it out for something new. Normally, I don't really think these perform all that well, but I figured since I already have the holder, might as well get a refill to, use with it. So for this one, this was 75% off and it is car refills. Oh, car fragrance refills in sweet kiwi and starfruit. Retail price is $4.95. But since this was 75% off, I paid $1.24. My sister also, she's okay with car fragrances as long as they're not too strong. She's a little bit more sensitive to scent. And she doesn't enjoy, what's it called? Like overly bakery scents in the car. So I figured that's really refreshing and she didn't really mind it. But the thing that we were so happy to find, mainly her, was that she really loves the candle accessory that she got last SAS. I got it for her, and they had like plastic wrap on it, and I guess this store still had some left over. They had maybe about 3 in the 75% off section. And I think my one cool find is this wick snuffer from Bath and Body Works. So normally this had plastic over it so it wouldn't get scuffed up. I don't know which one is my sister's, but we ended up getting 2 of them. So I believe this might have been, or it should have been in the MOS pile because when he rung it up, well, first off, there's no tag. It's like legit just the wick snuffer. And so when he looked when he looked up the item on the computer, I guess the retail price that it showed was $16.95, but it was only half off, which was the case for another store when there was a candle holder that went down to 75, but lo and behold, next SAS, instead of it still being 75, it went up to 50% off. So I believe he was the one that low-key stocked that section. So he's like, no, I know it was in the 75% off section. I'll honor that price. So each wick snuffer was $4.24. I told my sister that honestly you can get these in like Amazon or whatever, but she said that she likes this one and it has the logo right there. Although she was getting kind of like worried because the guy kept like, like it makes a sound. Yeah, see, like it makes like a little jingle. And so she was just really worried that it would get more scuffed up. But I mean, like, I'm sure that'll happen later on. Total discount for this shopping trip of the 4 items was $7.42. I think that's kind of messed up. Not messed up like, ooh, that's messed up. But I think it got a little bit messed up the pricing because it doesn't show that I got a discount for the wick snuffer. But I know that that discount is maybe what, like $10 or whatever. Okay, so total discount was $7.42 plus a little bit more. Subtotal was $10.96, and my total came out to $12.03. So that was a really fun shopping trip, and I have this really cute Billy the Duck bag now. I do reuse these bags. Well, actually, my mom does mainly in order to haul food containers to my grandma that now lives with my aunt. So this was the find that I was super happy. It was in the store closest to my workplace. If you don't know, I work maybe about, depending on traffic, to get there, maybe like an hour and a half, and to come back, sometimes it's upwards of 2 hours. And so I don't normally go to this Bath and Body Works, only after work. And I believe that at this store, it's pretty small, so there's not a dedicated white barn section to it. But I saw this one item, or my sister did. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna credit my sister, because each time we go to Bath and Body Works, I tell her, look for this candle. I don't care where it is, just put it in the cart and then like come find me afterwards. So okay, there was a 50% off section. This was when the $10.99 candles went up to 50% off. And right at the top of those, like middle of the store where there's a bunch of just full dedicated candle sections, it was right at the top by the sign. And I thought, oh, are they 75% off? I told my sister to go do a price check. They were 50% off. And I thought, you know what? If there's ever a time to do price adjustments, it's right now. So I did find a lot of the Valentine's Day candles that came out earlier on in the season that they sold out. So let me tell you how much I saved, how much I spent. Because, spoiler, I ended up going back yesterday to a different store. I love that store for price adjustments. There's a new system, actually. I don't think I touched on it. This is going to be a very chatty video. But now there's a new system where you can either get an email receipt, a printed receipt, or both an email and a printed receipt. I, of course, want more receipts than not. So I click email and print always. Okay, but for this shopping trip, let me see, because I ended up doing a price adjustment, or at least I think that's what it's called. So before I did a price adjustment, I spent a total of $36.88. California tax of $3.78. My total came out to $40.66. So that made the single wicks either $9.47 or $8.47. But dun, 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 I went to my favorite store ever. The sales associates are always really helpful, and it's not like when you return stuff or like when you do, I don't know, I've heard some horror stories about sales associates and like taking it very personal, like if this is a mom and pop shop. But I was under the impression that for a price adjustment, you have to bring back your receipt and everything that you purchased during that time. So I did that. I brought it over, and then they were having a little bit of an issue and mentioned that the system that they use was updated. So they told me that it was going to be a return or a purchase, because I went up there, it's like, hey, I have a purchase, I have a buy online, pick up in store order, and I also want to do a price adjustment. And then she called it more like a return and repurchase. And I said, whatever you want to call it, however you want to do it, I'm okay with it, just as long as I get my money back, you know? And so she told me that this was a return and repurchase, but in the receipt, I didn't have to hand over my credit card again or pay for the items, you know? So in my receipt, it just shows me the money that I will be getting back. So to me, I'm taking that as a price adjustment. So the candles that I told you originally were either $8.47 or $9.47. They went down to, let's see, the single wicks went down to $4.74 or $4.24. Long story short, I got $20.26 back in my pocket. So I finally have Forever Sweet in a single wick, at least. I haven't spotted the 3-wick, but I'm really happy for my sister, because I remember when this collection dropped, I kept telling her, no, let's wait for it to go down, and then it just disappeared. So very pretty lid color with the lavender purple wax, which that's my sister's favorite color, is purple. On the bottom, retail price is $18.95. Fragrance notes: candied grape, sweet berry, powdered sugar. I still take offense that Sweethearts, the candy, doesn't smell like grape to me. I remember the candy being very chalky, more of a, if anything, like a banana smell. So I never remember any grape Forever Sweet candies, but that's besides the point. It smells very artificial. It reminds me of like Barbie, but like the grape version instead of Barbie being like a berry strawberry scent. So very happy that I have this. I don't think I'm going to find any other Forever Sweet items. At that store, they did have the cosmetic bag. At the time, it was 50% off, but I honestly don't really need any type of bag situation. I feel like I have enough. So I got all of the ones that the store had. So here's Forever Sweet number 2 and Forever Sweet number 3. So I'm going to offer my sister if she wants 2 Forever Sweets and I'll keep one, or if she's going to feel bad and just get one and I get 2. Yeah, so if she wants to, I'll give her 2 just because I didn't buy it for her in the first place. And then the last item that I found, which I was really surprised that they had this, I already ordered 4 months ago, back when there was a $12.95 candle sale for 3 wicks and I had a coupon, but I do not have the single wick in this for this year's version. We have Sweetheart Cherry from the Valentine's Day collection. Very pretty. Again, they did a really good job for, at least for me, this seems very much like Valentine's Day. And then the bottom is $16.90, or not the bottom, the price tag is $16.95. Fragrance notes, wild cherry, crushed pistachio, and whipped vanilla. So I'm probably going to use both the Forever Sweet and this, basically any single wick. I burn it once and see how it performs. If it doesn't perform, I just always throw it in my candle crock. My sister does as well. The single wick, I really enjoy that it's somewhat of a creamy pistachio, no, a creamy cherry scent first and foremost, and it has a nutty nuance to it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one as well. So that was, I think, the unicorn. Well, actually, no, the unicorn find was probably this wick snuffer, but I was really excited to see Forever Sweet just because I think that's been sold out in a lot of stores near me. I feel like this SAS, I haven't been going every other day or every single day. And the stores that I go to, what they mainly have is body care. And right now, the thing that a lot of stores have is the Christmas and summertime collection. I forget what it's called because it technically didn't come out in July because we're not there yet. It came out in like late May, June. So of course, when I went to go do the price adjustment, I also took my sister to look around to see if she wanted anything. And we did make some purchases because I don't know if that one buy online, pick up in store order will still be there by the time that I go back to work on Tuesday, because I only go once a week, because technically that would be either the 5th day, but I don't know if they return the items exactly like 5 days to the hour or if it's until the end of the business day. So we did buy some items that I will be picking up, hopefully. First thing is a single wick in strawberry melon. I had my sister smell this and she really liked it, so I got one for her. And then I also got one for myself. Oh, wrong candle. I would ideally want this in a wallflower refill because it smells like a really nice candy scent. I get a lot more strawberry than I do melon. So this one, the retail price is $16.95. Fragrance notes, oh gosh, fresh strawberries, crisp honeydew, and sweet red apple. I don't get a ton of melon, or sometimes melon can come across smelling a little bit green, but this honestly smells like strawberry melon candy with more emphasis on the strawberry. I mean, there is that melon scent, but it's not the star, I believe. Next single wick, we have almond croissant. So I was going to look for a 3 wick in this, but I think it's sold out in the stores near me. So I figured, oh, let me see how the single wick looks or performs. I really like that it has this frosted glass. I just don't know how that will translate to performance. Again, I hate the new single wick format because it just leads to tunneling and I don't know, it doesn't stack well. Fragrance notes, toasted almonds, vanilla glaze, flaky croissant, retail price $16.95. If the wallflower of almond croissant ever goes down, I don't even know if they have it, but it smelled really sugary sweet, at least the ones that I got when it first came out. I'll definitely be getting some of those, but for now, one single wick. And then I don't remember if I purchased this last SAS or if I didn't, but I like the scent and I never got it in a 3 wick. So this is either going to be for me or my sister. North Pole Punch. So I guess they still had some leftover Christmas scents. Retail price $16.95. Fragrance notes. What? Right? Gifting message on this side. Okay, right below it. Merry cherries, jolly cranberries, and dash of sugar. Yeah, this is very much like a cranberry punch scent, very artificially sweet, like juice from concentrate type feel. Then last item, there were some 75% off candles left. My sister, for whatever reason, likes marshmallow, but she doesn't like lavender marshmallow. I think it just didn't perform well for her, and I don't think she's up to trying it out again. But there was one that Tracy from the 3 Wick Thesis Candle Channel really likes, which is lemon espresso twist. I think it's okay, but I personally think it's an odd combination because the lemon in here smells very much like sugared lemon zest mixed in with a little bit of coffee. Let me go ahead and smell it in a bit, but retail price is $24.95. Fragrance notes espresso bean, warm vanilla, and a lemon peel. So let me see. Actually, the more I smell it, the more I like it. But I think I was a little bit thrown off initially when this scent came out in, I believe, number 33, because it smells a lot like sugared lemon zest. So it almost leans a little bit candy-like. And then you add like a brewed coffee note, which I thought the drink in like real life is you have your brewed coffee and then you get a lemon juice and squeeze it, because I don't get that. If anything, I get like sugary candy mixed in with brewed coffee. So weird combo, but I haven't burned it. So for all we know, I'm going to fall in love with it too. And then there's not going to be any left for 75% off. So I found my receipt. The 3 Wick was $6.24. A majority of the single wicks were $4.24. Plus, which one? Oh, I haven't hauled one. That's funny. I'm like, why is one single wick less than the other ones? So I almost forgot about blue raspberry snow cone. I love these mason jars, especially how they sound. I think that that was one of the biggest mistakes that Bath and Body Works has done, besides that crappy rewards program update. And each time I go into the store, it keeps saying, oh, now the rewards are better than before. You can use it on so many more items. I'm like, what are you talking about? A random voice coming out of speakerphones. Now you can use it on candle holders. You can't use it on candle accessories. You can't use it for like little pocket bag holders or any type of accessories. And it's, I feel like I'm going to go off the rails. But you can still use it on single wigs, but the single wigs don't really look like this anymore. Now you get these that each time I pass by a display and there's like at least 2 stacked on it, I get nervous that something's going to fall, because this thing, it's really, I don't know, there's like a groove for it. So it's so easily stackable. But let me get off of that. Retail price is $15.95. Fragrance notes, blue raspberry syrup, hints of cherry, and a scoop of shaved ice. I really love the blue raspberry scent in here. It doesn't smell the strongest, but then again, I'm going to burn this once, and if not, put it in my candle crog. So going back to my receipt, this one rang up for $3.99 just because it has a lower price point. Subtotal came out to $27.19 with California tax of $2.84. My total came out to $30.04, and my total discount for the shopping trip was $81.51. It kind of sucks though that no more SAS bags, but at least they came out in the first place, right? Last time you couldn't even tell that it was SAS. All right, so this was the buy online, pick up in store order that I did. I did another one, but it was so weird. It went through, so it charged my credit card, but I never got an email confirmation, and I didn't see it in my Bath and Body Works app. So when I called, I'm still monitoring. He said that supposedly the charge will fall off, and sometimes during the semi-annual sale, there could be glitches. I'm like, no kidding, sir. Did you see that $3.99 perfume glitch? I know I missed out on it, but besides the point, this was the order that did go through. I had a 15% off pop-up coupon, and my store had shower steamers. And of course, my sister really loves shower steamers, so if she wants all of these, they could be for her. I think they're okay, but I don't like the new design that they had. This one, I feel like it looks more, you know, spa zen-like. I think the retail price is $18.95. So 75% off, less, ooh, it's kind of sticky. 75% off, less 15% off. Ooh, yeah, these are really sticky. So I got a total of 4 of those. So here's number 2. Oh my gosh, are 4 not in here, or did I get 2? Never mind, I found them. So this is 3 and 4. Okay. Then I got some single wicks. So I got another blue raspberry snow cone. I don't know if I got one for me and one for my sister, but we'll see what she says when I do my sister shops my stash, if she wants to do that this year. Also, they had, wait, hold the phone. I feel like I should have gotten, so I got another blue raspberry snow cone, and I think I wasn't expecting to make an in-store purchase when I went to go pick this up. But I also got two more single wicks in a different scent. We have iced dragon fruit tea. This smells a lot like a Starbucks refresher. Retail price $15.95. Fragrance notes tropical dragon fruit, vibrant green tea, lemonade, and sweet coconut milk. So thankfully, as someone who doesn't like coconut in my fragrances, I don't really pick up on that coconut milk smell. Oh, I almost forgot. This was the day that candles went 75% off, and I figured I missed out on this candle the first year it came out. I missed out on it last SAS when it was $10, but for 75, I'll give it a shot. And that is Hummingbird Tea Cake. A very pretty lid right there. So the reason why I always passed on this is because it essentially reminds me a lot of the Easter carrot cake scent with a little bit of pineapple. But I remember when I smelled it in store, I felt like it smelled better this year. Retail price is $26.95. Fragrance notes are pineapple cake batter, cinnamon spice, and toasted pecans. Here's how it looks like on the inside. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of their carrot cake candle, but less dense, less spice heavy, and a little bit fluffier and lighter, probably because of that pineapple note. So yeah, let's see how this performs. I mean, I could regret not buying more, but I'm really trying to restrain myself. You probably can't tell with all the items that I picked up. I was really excited to finally find some Forever Sweet in my store. There were only 3, but I'm really happy because I kept telling myself I need to find this for my sister, and I did. And I'm really happy that she got another wick snuffer. So that's one item that I know that she'll pick out during my sister shops my SAS stash if I end up doing that. I don't know if, well, I still have that one buy online, pick up in store order that hopefully doesn't get canceled, just because, again, it would be the 5th day, potentially, maybe the 6th. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I hope SAS is going well for you. I still have the items that I picked up for 50% off. They were some room sprays and the Perfect and Pink perfume. So I'm still on the lookout for wallflowers, room sprays, and doing price adjustments on that one item. So I think my next haul, if I do have one, it'll be pretty small. But yeah, let me know if you're finding any good items. I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.